Hello and welcome to episode 14 of War Hospital. In the last episode, we went ahead and got our 5th surgeon finally. We managed to add production for stress relievers to our pharmacy, and we began upgrades to the warehouse in order to hold more supplies. So let's go ahead and dive back into things. So firstly, I know our supply of alcohol is low.
Sir, operation was successful.
We do have some coming in on the next train, which is estimated time of arrival about 4 hours, 14 minutes. It's probably not this next train. I imagine it's the train after. Nope, it's actually the next train in about 23 minutes. So that's good. And the reason I went ahead and decided to upgrade the warehouse is because
operation was successful.
These larger amounts of freight mean that if we don't constantly keep spending, any excess we have just gets lost when you get over 1,000. So I wanted to go ahead and do the warehouse upgrade, which should hopefully, I don't know if it doubles it or adds 50% or whatever it does, but hopefully that should allow us to go ahead and hold any of that excess freight that normally we would not be able to.
Sir, we lost this patient.
Here we go, tracking the enemy. When night fell, the scouts were ready. To their surprise, the Germans seemed relaxed and did not pay much attention to their surroundings. One by one, they were taken out by the scouts. Not even a single bullet was shot. The scouts found some documents and orders for the soldiers when they searched the camp. They seemed to be part of an operation called Forest Pitfall. Their orders were to clear out all the villages around the area marked on the map, but there was no information about the operation itself or its purpose. We're gonna go to the location. Looks like with that, both the scout missions are over. So let's go ahead and pull the map back up. So we have the monastery life. That's checking on the on Friar Tuck's monastery. We also have counter-espionage and escape from paradise, which is Forest Pitfall. We're gonna go ahead and put George Campbell's team on that.
Yeah. Scouts unit has started.
Then for counter-espionage, we're gonna go ahead. Wait for that. We'll put Parker Hughes' team on this line first. Hopefully we can completely finish that line and move on. The rehab center is definitely filling up. That'll be another thing we'll have to look at. Perhaps upgrading. Do have 2 people here ready to go. They're going to both go to HQ for drafts. Although I'm not sure why we only got 2.
Operation was successful.
I'm pretty sure we were supposed to get 4, but oh well. That's alright. Oh, we do have a message here. Refugees. A group of refugees came into the hospital. They asked for permission to take refuge here. They have women and children with them. Taking them in may strain our resources, but many of them will not survive the journey. We'll have to take them in, which I know means our rations will go up. Wish we could get them to help out. But we can't. This guy send HQ for drafts.
Sir, patient is cured.
We do have another patient ready, and we can finally put him on the list. Chemical medicine treatments. Looks like our
Doctor is starting a new shift.
warehouse is almost done. I don't want to say all these patients are. No, some of them are trauma people. We're nearly done with the warehouse. You can see like that. That's what I wanted to do this warehouse upgrade for. But we can see now that, yep. So it looks like it basically just doubled all the stocks of everything we can, which is very good and what we want. Do you have more patients awaiting these guys? I'm gonna send to HQ.
Sir, patient is cured.
Because I want the drafts. Then, oh, we do have an operation emergency. Patient's immune system is not reacting well. We're going to increase the difficulty because I can't lose the medicine. I do want to go ahead and start making more reagents. So we're going to have to stick people in the chemical or reagents production spot. We'll go ahead and close that out. So I'll get there and start working on that. We're running a bit low on surgical supplies too. Looks like honestly the next thing we could use is more engineers. Luckily there are only 2 drafts, staff drafts a pop. We don't get a lot of staff drafts, so we'll have to wait on that. Until then, I do want to make some more improvements. Next improvement I want to make is in healing. I want to go ahead and upgrade the chemical ward next. Actually, we're going to do the specialist lighting system first, because it's quick and doesn't take a lot of engineers. Then we'll go ahead and do the chemical ward upgrade, just because that's an upgrade that applies to
new patient arrived.
Literally every single Operation 6x chance. Is just 10% flat across the board, which is good. No one ready to be rehabbed yet.
Sir, doctor is starting a new shift.
Yeah, really, we don't have any other chemical or trauma. That's what most of those patients are there from, and we have their indicator. Sir, we've been notified about an allied reconnaissance group nearby. HQ wants us to provide a basic health checkup. Nothing a nurse couldn't do. If we do so, they'll grant us staff permits. I definitely want those staff permits. We're gonna do the one in staff lodging. Assign. Because those staff permits mean, if I look at higher personnel, we can get more engineers. Could get another engineer we were just talking about. Or we could potentially save up for another physician or a trauma specialist. Those would both also be good ideas. We'll have to see kind of how we manage out things. Do you have more injured people? There's the specialist light system. And I'm going to go ahead and do this chemical ward improvement now, because I really do think it's necessary for us long term to go ahead and get this finished. Another thing I'm going to go ahead and do on this assignment here is move this guy out of food so they can rest. Same with this guy actually, because they're getting tired.
Sir, engineer is on the way. Sir, engineers reached.
We do have one person awaiting. He's gonna go to HQ. I want this attack to progress first, so that we can go ahead and focus on the next one next.
Sir, patient is cured.
Also, as I said before, we can also order some stuff. We can always order some more medicine or alcohol. I think what I'm gonna do in this case is order more trauma and alcohol for 4. That'll be that. We do have some more patients awaiting. Can't stick that guy on chemical, but we can go ahead and stick this guy normally.
Sir, new patient arrived.
I do weirdly hope this is an artillery barrage, because I hope it's a lot of normal surgeries that are needed. If that is the case, then that means we can probably handle it with the amount of surgeons we have. Alright, we'll go ahead and progress time. Operation emergency. Bullet flew straight through. Increased chance of success. Excellent.
Sir,
And
we
then
lost
one of the
this
patient
patient.
dies during the operations. Not great.
sir, new patient arrived.
More new patients coming in from the front line. Mostly chemical injuries, which we can't really contend with all that much. But this is what we have to do for now, because we don't have a better solution until we get enough.
Trust my bagpipes. We're under attack!
Looks like we managed to survive the attack. Do have 11 wounded in the trenches. I imagine those wounded are going to come in, but because it looked like just a normal trench attack, we should be okay. Can't assign him yet.
New patient
We're literally all maxed out there, And the scouting mission's about to complete. Here we go. The Friars' Dilemma. Friar Tuck's monastery looks old and sturdy, but there are signs of recent fighting, broken windows and doors, shattered pieces of equipment, and broken bottles of mead. Friar Tuck seems bashful when he sees the scouts. Embarrassed, he tries to apologize for the state of the monastery, but after a little encouragement, he tells the scouts what happened. According to him, they were robbed by a group of muggers and deserters. They came to the monastery claiming to seek refuge for the night, and the friars decided to let them in. However, the muggers quickly turned to violence when their demands were not satisfied, destroying the furniture, attacking the monks, and then stealing all the supplies. We're going to offer to hunt down the muggers. Friar Tuck tells the scouts that they do not support violence and want nothing to do with it, but without the supplies, not only the monastery, but also many villages will be left without medicine and care. With a heavy heart, he accepts the scouts' offer, but asks them to at least give the muggers a chance to surrender peacefully. Yeah, that's not probably gonna happen. Alright, and now that that's been done, we'll go ahead and move Parker Hughes' team. Oh, nope, I saw the other one. It's up here. Monastery life, 10 hours. We're gonna go ahead and track down the muggers and deserters. Do have more patients awaiting assignment. Again, trauma people and trauma patients and chemical patients are literally the worst for us right now. Initial diagnosis was mistaken. Need to perform a full examination, which will increase operation length. Oh, we're gonna have to continue with the procedure. That may up the chance that it fails, but that's what we have to do for now. And now, from now on, we gotta send these guys to the trenches in order to beef up our trenches.
Sir, new patient arrived.
Another operation emergency. Patient has lice. You can perform additional sterilization after his operation is concluded. We will do that because getting rid of the lice, more cleanliness in the trenches is good for us. People are getting tired, which is fine. We'll stick another engineer in there to decrease the chemical ward time.
Sir, engineers reached the pharmacy.
But it will be a while yet. Secret plans. It takes some time, but the scout team finds the center point of the operation. Deep in the woods, it looks like some sort of German camp is being prepared. There were multiple trucks with equipment standing at the center of the camp. At least 2 platoons worth of soldiers were working on some kind of excavation. It seems like the Germans were preparing for an advanced position. Based on the pattern of excavation, there will be a double trench line and at least one line for mortar positions. The work was only the beginning, and it would take the Germans at least a week or 2 to finish it, but the commander knows that sooner they destroy this camp, the better. We get 10 drafts as reward for the information. Excellent. Now, I think that's the end of that line. I don't see anything else, so we'll have to... Oh, nope. They are returning to HQ, which takes a day, so that was probably the end of that line.
Sir, new patient arrived.
New patients, please. Alright. Just a normal surgery ward and 2 chemical victims, which you can't deal with. Definitely want that chemical ward up next. Might want to do the full chemical ward expansion after that at this rate. With the amount of chemical injuries we're certainly getting. Another patient here. He can get seen now, but again, if that's the case, if they're all gonna die then, except for you, then that's what we'll have to do for now. Character level up. William Head, surgeon. Inventive, tire slightly slower, significantly lower chances for complications. We'll go ahead, as a surgeon, we'll go ahead and do steady hands, which increases the chances for operation simplification. Feels like a good thing to do with that next. Do have one person awaiting rehab. They will be sent to the trenches for the next attack.
Patient is cured.
And another operation emergency. Except this person has a strong will. Recent events made less impact than expected. Shorter rehab by about 10 hours. About 9 hours instead. That's good. We'll swap engineers out here. And actually, we're going to move them just up the normal surgical
Sir,
supplies.
engineer is on the way. Sir, engineers reached the pharmacy.
Ah, here we go. More surgical patients. This is the kind of stuff we planned for. All of these guys will be operated
Sir,
on.
operation was successful.
I don't know why it says 5 in rehab when we have 3 guys here, but no matter, that's alright, I suppose.
Sir, operation was successful.
Ah, an upgrade for Nathaniel Baluhe, I assume. Thorough, tires slightly faster, work slightly more effective. For Nathaniel, we're going to do problem solver to decrease construction time. And then we're going to look at this operation emergency. Will is strong, so we'll do shorter rehab. Excellent. That's the only option we have too. We still do have 13 wounded in the trenches. Just quite a few.
Sir, operation was successful.
Another successful operation. Looks like we'll be finishing up another more soon. A few more soon, I should say.
Sir, operation was successful.
Chemical ward's almost done. The nurse is done finally. So let's go ahead and look at assignment for nurses. We'll go ahead and put her in the operating ward under a 12-hour shift, so
Sir,
she'll only be
nurses are
there
on the way.
during the day. Do you have another operation emergency? Sir, we cannot find an exit wound for the bullet. Further examination reveals that the bullet is still in the wounded man's body. We're going to use the X-ray device to locate the bullet, which is longer operation time, not as much as it would be to looking at manually, but it also increases the chances or amount of energy, which is good.
Sir,
Or decreases the
patient
amount of
arrived.
energy used, I should say. And once again, we get another 2 patients in chemical,
Sir,
so
doctor is starting a new shift.
I'm still, you start to get indications that this may be what you need to do. Rehabilitation center, you're going to be sent to the trenches.
Sir, patient is cured.
May also, the next improvement we need to do is to the rehab center, which is 10 plus beds for patients and 1 slot for an additional nurse. We just don't have the drafts for it at the moment, but that may be the next thing we have to do. Since we already upgraded the clearing station, the rehab center is probably next, honestly. And scouts, a merry band of muggers. The scout team finds the muggers deep in the forest in a clearing with a little brook cutting through it. The muggers' camp looks like a battle had just gone through it. There are many wounded and dying men laying in the grass. Many tents are broken or destroyed, and supplies and valuables are scattered throughout the camp. A group of muggers seems to be finishing off the wounded and gathering all the corpses into one big pile, probably to burn them. Seems there must have been some split between the muggers and a fight broke out. The remaining muggers still outnumber the scouts, but they seem to not have any rifles with them. No trouble subduing and arresting, which we will do. The scouts get the muggers once you surrender. They reveal themselves and shout to the muggers. They seem surprised. At first, they take their weapons, mostly knives and makeshift melee weapons, and try to attack the scouts, but a warning shot quickly discourages them. Knowing that one doesn't bring a knife to a gunfight, most of them surrender, but some try to flee. This is quickly quelled when one of the fleeing men is shot in the knee. The muggers are quickly arrested. The supplies and valuables from the monastery are gathered. The scouts leave the clearing with no casualties, leading more than 10 men bound to HQ along with the carts of stolen goods from the monastery. So the scout team acquired 5 alcohol per scout, which is 2. We also get 4 drafts, 1 staff draft for finishing the mission. We also unlocked a new depot, and
Sir, Scouts unit
our morale
started a
goes
new
up,
mission.
which is good. Do you have another patient? Oh, here we go. There are a few patients ready.
Sir,
And we'll send
patient
all
is
them to the
cured.
front. I still don't know what these two mystery patients are from. We'll go back to the scout tent. See, here's depot income. We can get alcohol in the form of mead, I would assume. And I think, honestly, we'll go ahead and send the truck that way. Which will take 30 hours, but that's why we send them now. And we're waiting both the scouts to get back. Yes, which will take over a day, it looks like. Alright. Let's continue on. Chemical ward expansion's almost finished.
Sir, operation was
Looks
successful.
like there's some new patients waiting assignment. They're all chemical patients. Once again, can't do too much for them at the moment. Trying to get that next ward built. Patient died after being denied admission, which unfortunately we had to do. And there's the chemical ward upgrade finished, which means we should be able to acquire another physician, but we don't have the staff permits for it yet. What we will do though is go ahead and send more soldiers to the trenches.
Sir, patient is cured.
And we'll swap out some engineers as well.
Away.
Yep, definitely need that position as soon as we can get it.
Sir, engineers reached the pharmacy. Sir, operation was successful.
Another successful operation, and we'll move on to the next patient. Another soldier is rehabbed. Go back out to the trenches.
Sir, patient is cured.
Operation emergency. Flesh skin indicates exposed to chloropicrin, a strong tear agent. I fear the patient may suffer severe eyesight damage. We're gonna use the quick detox, increase the amount of supplies used. That's okay. We'll go ahead, move these two guys into the chemical production. Food Rokan for the moment, alcohol Rokan for the moment.
Sir, new
But
patient
here we
arrived.
have more stuff in the trench, or the tunnel. Seems part of the tunnel has collapsed. Luckily, none of the working soldiers have been buried during the collapse. Angus has requested help in clearing up the collapsed parts and strengthening the rest of the tunnels. 10 combat power. We'll do this one because we're sending soldiers there anyways. And there we go. They just got there.
Sir,
This soldier's exhausted, so or engineer's
Yeah,
exhausted, so we'll
engineer
swap
is on
him
the way.
out. And in just a couple moments here, we have another soldier which will be sent back to the trenches.
Sir, patient is cured.
Still have too few, need to get that up to good. Ooh, alright. Scouts still on their way back. Still gonna be a while before anyone
Sir,
else is
operation
ready.
was successful.
We do have more patients, and they're all... You're gonna have to be denied. And you guys will have to be tacked on to the end, unfortunately.
Sir, may I inform you that I left a personal recommendation note with one of the patients who was recently brought to the casualty clearing station.
I hope you're not a chemical patient. You're a surgical patient. Steve Rogers. Sir, I'm to perform you that Private Steve Rogers showed an aptitude worthy of a soldier and threw himself on a grenade to protect his companions in arms. Thanks to a steel plate he was wearing, he survived. And such a display of bravery is a rare thing. Rescuing his life could inspire and boost the morale of all the soldiers in the trenches. I implore you to consider taking steps that will ensure his future return to the front lines. Well, he can
Thank you for agreeing to my request, sir. I am sure that Private Rogers' return will inspire my men.
That's perfectly fine. More than happy to operate on them, even though it is a lot of supplies. Because we have plenty of supplies otherwise right now.
Sir, new patient arrived.
More to the trenches.
Sir, patient is cured.
Operation emergency. Patient is suffering from diphosphagen intoxication, severe respiratory issues including pulmonary emphysema. There's little we can do for him without the use of advanced procedures. We're gonna use the... We're gonna use the detox procedure quick drip. Because we have plenty of morale right now, and I want to be able to return him to service.
Patient arrived.
We have another stable person here. We'll have to deny him for now. Once this is finished, we'll look at... Or once we get back up to strong in the trenches, we'll look at turning more people to HQ for drafts, improving more stuff. But we do have another operation emergency. This is a clean exit wound. Increased chance of success, which we always love to see. Another person ready to the trenches.
Sir, patient is cured.
More people awaiting assignment. Terminal, you'll go in here. Critical, you'll go in here. Since we can actually take care of all these different people now, good, you'll go here. Trauma ward, serious, will have to be denied for now. We do not have the stuff we need to take care of him. Ramstein, what's the shortest? Or Ramsden, I should say. Not Ramstein. We'll put him there. Another operation emergency. Shorter rehab with the high spirit. Excellent.
Sir, operation was successful.
Do have more people, but they wanted this guy to be released from service. Which is fine.
Sir,
we'll do that.
Sir, new
Another operation emergency, longer rehab, increase supplies. We need the longer rehab for now because we're very low on surgical supplies. We have 2 exhausted engineers for treating chemical injuries.
Sir, engineer is on the way.
I can assure you, we definitely need more people making reagents to heal chemical injuries. We also looks like we have someone here exhausted, which I will deal with in a minute, but we also am trying to get this doctor. Here we go. Medic team, sorry. So passionate and ambitious. We're going to do warm.
Sir, we lost this patient.
Lost a patient. We will do assignment here. ADS close to collapse. Nurses? Yep, exhausted. We'll just move her out. And that's what we'll have to do for now.
Sir, medics are on the way. Sir, operation was successful. Sir, medics are on the way. Sir, medics reached the advanced dressing station.
Died after being denied admission.
Sir, HQ sent us an additional squad of soldiers straight from Britain. There is also a dispatch for you, sir.
Major Wills, I am grateful that my influence over HQ in Britain was enough to reach you. I made an effort to ensure that HQ keeps its promise and reinforces your facility with additional troops to replace my son. 6 troops have arrived in the trench. Excellent. We'll also look here. Just the procedure to save supplies for now is what we'll want to do.
Operation was successful.
More people are tired. Go inside the CCS critical. Going on. Stable. Going there. Trauma, you're just gonna have to go at the end. We're denied for now, unfortunately.
Sir, operation was successful.
Assignment. You're exhausted. Your shift extremely exhausted. So we'll have to move you over to here, move you over to here. Yep, like that for now.
Sir, operation was successful.
Do have more people awaiting. Going to the trenches.
Sir, patient is cured.
You have another patient awaiting, another chemical injury. He'll be dead by then. If I do this, he'll be dead by then, so it doesn't matter. That's unfortunate. But anyways, I think with that, it's a good place to go ahead and end this episode. So thank you for watching. Please make sure if you like the video, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos in the future. Leave a comment down below with what you liked. If you disliked the video, hit the dislike button. Leave me a comment down below with what you disliked. Again, always looking to make improvements. I hope you have a nice rest of your day, and bye bye.